best way to experience the outdoors on a regular is hurtling downhill on a mountain bike at 60 kilometers an hour. That's if you're a downhill racer. We're here at Hakahana Trail close to Hartbeespoort to find out more about the sport on a shuttle day. Dustin Rudman has been credited with keeping the sport alive in Gauteng.
I started an event called the Dustin Rudman Invitational, and that was in order to grow the sport. And today we are shuttling, practicing the new downhill track that will be used as the national in July. So yeah, it's exciting times.
Watching the riders tackle the route can be heart-stopping business. In competition though, that's not the aim.
Downhill mountain biking is basically a race against the time. It's one guy down a track, and with the fastest time you win. You get a seeding run and then you get a race run. The race run is pretty much the one that counts. So if you're the fastest, then you're the winner. It's pretty simple. The bikes are completely different to your ordinary mountain bike. They've got a hell of a lot of travel on them. You're looking at 200 mils on the front, and well, you can go from 6 to 8 inches on the back. So they're very squishy, very comfortable to ride. That's why we ride the rougher terrains, and it's pretty much the benchmark of mountain biking, I would say.
What goes down must come up again, and in downhill, that's where the pleasure lies. It wouldn't be any fun if it was simple though.
There's no points in downhill itself. Those are basically just obstacles to make it more difficult for you and to make it more of a challenge. You get the doubles and you get the whoops, which is basically just to try and mess with your mind. It would be pretty boring if you just have an open track just to go down. So that's why we put those in, but you don't get points for doing tricks over them or anything. That's a whole different aspect of mountain biking on its own.
South Africa's Greg Minnaar is a 3-time world champion, but the sport still needs to break into general public conscience.
The way I see downhill in this country, it's not exposed enough. So not many people know about what downhill mountain biking is. You talk to the average person on the street and you say, you ride downhill, they're like, well, what is that? And then you have to try and explain to them, and they actually, even when you're explaining to them, they have no idea. So to get people out here to ride is something I'm trying to do.
Dustin is doing just that, and things are looking bright for Mzansi considering the young riders coming through.
Guys that look promising is little Ricardo Costa and Matthew Van Heerden. They're showing some good talent, and they're just so full of energy and just excited to ride their bikes, and that's where it starts, is people that are excited to ride bikes. If you go into Natal, you've got the little Hall brothers on the Lapierres, and they also just a great vibe around them. And so those are some upcoming juniors that we're going to keep an eye on.